Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Hillary Strong, and I'm the creative director for Your Dreams on Fire. So thanks so much for joining me for my weekly live. And if you're watching the replay, that's great too. So glad that you're joining us this morning. So I really want to talk about today, want to get to it. I'm going to talk about the top 7 tips for your business page. And we need to be, we are pre-holiday season. It's been a rough year for everybody. So we really need to get our house in order, so to speak. So we are going to get to it here. And why are we so concerned about Facebook? Well, because it is the most popular social media platform in the world. And it's the #3 site after Google and YouTube for searching. So just a huge presence. Let's see that we have between all of their platforms, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, messaging, 3.14 billion people are on Facebook. Very impressive. And 74% of all US adults are on it daily that are on Facebook. So they visit it daily and they're on an average of about 38 minutes. So we have a captive audience, right? So what is a business page and why, if you're using your personal page for your business, stop. Just stop. You're missing out on so many great free things that you can do with your business page. So if you need any help, let me know. But do not use your personal profile as your business page. Facebook will actually ding you for that and they don't like it. Plus, you're just missing out on all these great opportunities for your business. So we're just going to get to it here. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to actually just Chrome tab. I'm going to go into my business page. So here we go. Okay. I just want to check, make sure that it's showing on the screen. Oh, I'm going to take this off. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go. It's always good to double check. So what do we see right away? So when we talk about what's most important, this is called your, right up top, this cover image. Now, of course, most of us are opening on mobile, so we have to think about that. And there are, of course, different sizes on mobile versus desktop. We do have the new look and feel. It's called I think the F5 version. So everybody, you can always go back to what they call the classic over here for 48 hours if you're not quite used to the new look and feel of the Facebook page where everything is kind of over here, your tabs up here. And again, we'll talk about that. So when we talk about Facebook's priorities, well, you got your home page, you got pages. What is this? The watch, marketplace, and groups, if that just kind of gives you any indication of what's going on. So when we talk about our cover page, this would be #1. And you can edit this. You could edit this every time you have a sale or you want to change it up. You don't have to have it. I change mine probably once a month, if not more. And we need to be looking for mobile, making sure it looks good on mobile. And depending upon, our little profile, sometimes it's in the middle, sometimes it's over here. So we want to really center our information because this gets cut off. These sides get cut off on the mobile feed. So you can also make a little video for here. It has to be at least 20 seconds, so 20 to 90 seconds. So it's a short video. And then if you go into your settings, make sure that you have it on, it will loop, which means it will just repeat over and over. So make sure you have that, that setting. And we want to take advantage of this because it's the absolutely first thing that people see, whether they're on mobile or on desktop. And then once you post this, you can hide it. So I don't know, I usually hide mine when I make a new one. But if you don't, you can actually, it will post in your feed over here, in your post. You can go in these three little dots and edit, and then add the information, add links to your new cover image. So you can do that after it, just refresh it. If you put a new one, just refresh your page, and then you can go in, like I said, to the three little dots here and then put in some text and links and things like that. So that's number one. So let's talk about posts. You can pin a post. This is a pinned post. I just did this. So you could change this out every day. This is the first post that people will see on your page. So it could be a GIF, a video, a link, an image. This is about the training that I'm doing right now. And so, you know, this is, it will come up like this, but you can also do a post, an additional post, and pin that post. Want to make sure that you're captioning. And what that means is when we look at this, 85 to 90% look at the data of people are using Facebook with the volume off. So it's muted, folks. We need to say, if they can't read this, if they're just looking at this and scrolling at this image, they're seeing what my live is going to be about, right? And so you need to remember that, because most folks are watching it with the mute on. So we need to make sure it's branded. So you can brand it with your colors. This one's, you can put your business, you can put your logo. A lot of times I do my, branded colors. I use the Facebook colors here. So you want to have branded professional content, and you do not want to have like all caps in your, when you're writing your post. Facebook just does not like that. Another thing you can do is when we look at this, you want to make sure, if you're going to have a call to action, that like this, I want people to join my free Socially on Fire Facebook group. And so I don't want to have that at the top, because when people look at this, and this one just barely comes at the bottom here where you can see that. Just remember, if you have some kind of call to action, don't put it at the bottom. Make sure that it's up here so that when people are scrolling, they're seeing your link. You see how I moved that one up here, grab my free content, and then I talk about it down here. So just remember that when you are, you're wanting them to go to your website or maybe download something or whatever it is that you're offering, that you're sending them to, that you're putting it more at the top, so that it's kind of what we call above the fold, so they don't have to click this see more. Basically, you don't want them. A lot of people just won't do that. So you want to make sure that you have your link. So some other things about posts, I could probably talk a whole day about posting. If you want audiences online, you want to use, if you can, a post. They 6.01% interaction. So they are the most popular type of post that you can do. And of course, live video is number one. So calendar, it's easier if you prepare your images and your calendar and what your content ahead of time using a scheduler. I use Hootsuite. And now Facebook also has Creator Studio over here. So it's in your publishing tools. If you click on that, I just want to show you. So this is new. You can schedule, and if you link your Facebook and Instagram business accounts, you can post to both from Creator Studio. I'm actually on vacation at my sister's house, and everybody's on the internet. So, because everybody's working from home. We'll see if this is gonna come up or not. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. So you can go into Creator Studio. You can create a story. So that's one of the new things you want to make sure that you take advantage of, and it's over here in the publishing tools. Also, when we talk about posting, again, video is the best. You're going to get the most engagement. Square videos are also get 35% more engagement and views than landscape. So this is a landscape. This, it looks like a YouTube, the landscape, versus a square post like on my other videos. I usually make them in a square like this. This is a square. So this video, according to the data, gets more views than a landscape, which is like like up here, the landscape view. So just FYI. So another important thing is we need to not post and then ghost our audience, right? You post and then you don't, where are you? Where'd you go? First thing I do when I go to a business page is I see, okay, when did they post last? Is it current, October 5th? Are they consistent? I mean, sometimes you go to a business page and they haven't posted for like a year. What does that say? If you're going to have a Facebook business page, you need to be consistent. Even if it's once a week, that's fine. Just be consistent about it. Now, organic reach is very low. It's 2 to 5%. What that means, and that's free. That's organic reach is the reach you get by just posting, right? So if you have 100 people following you, only 2 to 5 people will ever see your content. Well, that's terrible. And that's, we used to get a lot more than that. So you really have to be boosting. You'll see these promote, blue button, promote up here, boost post. Now you can boost a post for $5 to $10 and get a lot of engagement. You also, this little share button, that's your friend. Sharing is caring. Just remember that for other businesses that you visit, sharing their information helps that organic reach also. So, you don't want to ask all the time, but, ask some of your top fans to share your post or to share if you're having a sale or an event. So sharing is caring. Just remember that. We want to avoid any negative language. Facebook does not like that. Negative words, negative language. See if you can rewrite that in a positive way. And then lastly, I could talk about this all day, but we're going to talk about video next week, which I'm really excited about, is the rule of thirds. And so for every 3, think of a third and a third and a third. So a third of the time we want to be entertaining, engaging, informing. A third of the time we want to be personally connecting with people, maybe through a live. Just remember, going live is free. We'll be talking about that. That's actually number 4 on my list, but it's actually the number 1 thing you should do. They're not in any particular order. But, and then the last thing you should be doing is promoting. So you need to be doing all those other things, all those other types of content before you promote, okay? So you just need to really, it's called the rule of thirds. Just want to keep that, especially as we go into the holidays. I mean, we don't go into Facebook to see all these ads, right? We go in to discover new things, local events around our community, maybe training that we're interested in, connecting with family and friends, or going to our groups and the things that we care about, right? So you have to earn those promotional posts. So for me, one way I do that for my business is I offer a lot of free content. I go live, I do free trainings. So I'm trying to build my group, offer lots of great stuff. I've got freebies on my website that I try to get people to access, give them tips in our group. So if you join the Socially on Fire group, it's free. It is private so that we can have discussion and you get a lot more free trainings. I don't always do the trainings on our, so right now I'm going live, not only on our Dreams on Fire, the business page, I'm going live in our Socially on Fire Facebook group, and I'm going live on Facebook or YouTube. So I use a very low cost platform called StreamYard. There's also BeLive. So if you're a business and you want to use live, I would highly recommend that, you can also, I think, you can go to LinkedIn. There's all these other platforms you can embed to your website. So there's lots of cool things now that you can do to try to reach customers. So number 3, let's go on to stories. Stories. So when we go to this home button here, what do we see? We'll come back to the business page in just a minute. Again, I apologize. Everybody's online here in this household today. So these are stories right up front, right on the top. If that doesn't tell you anything, again, we have our home pages, watch, marketplace, and groups and stories. Now, I've been slow to embrace stories, I will admit, because they only stay up for 24 hours. So you can keep click through, and but the advantage here is that they're putting them right up top in all of our news feeds. So then you can go through all the people, and then you can just select a, we'll go into Dolly Parton, who doesn't love Dolly. And you can click through and select a story. I can't, that one's really small, but you can just go, there we go. Oh, Dolly's gonna be on the, never been to Dollywood in Tennessee, it's a hoot. So anyway, you can look through, like them. So stories, why are these so important? Because they are right at the top of the feed. Facebook is giving priority to them. We're gonna get out of here. Okay, so obviously Facebook is just giving priority right up top, and we have to take advantage of this. So again, if we go into our Creator Studio, when we go back into our business page, you can link your Facebook and Instagram business pages, which is, you know, Facebook owns Instagram, and they've come out with this new business suite, it's called. And basically what they're trying to do is put your business page, if you link your Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, all of those things in one place. They're trying to make it easier to manage, which I do appreciate as a small business owner. So also, one of the things that you can do to get a little link in here that I've figured out is that you can go into Creator Studio and you can create a story. Now I create the image, which is a vertical image. You know, these are vertical, and ahead of time, and you can create a photo story, and you can add more text, and you can add a link, which is very cool. So you have to use the photo story, not the text story. There's two different options. So that's just a ninja trick I just shared with you. And why do we care about this? Because 500 million people are looking at stories every day, probably because Facebook put them and made them a priority, right? So it's prime real estate. You also want to make sure that it's captioned, that you know, when you're looking at it, if you know, Pete Buttigieg, I've got friends, I can create a story right from here if I wanted. I could just click on that and upload an image, but I wouldn't be able to get the link. You have to go back. So we'll go back to pages. I just wanted to show you that. Let's go back to pages, and I'm going to go to my page. So we want to try to take advantage of, again, you want to go over here into publishing tools and then Creator Studio. And then you can go in and you can schedule posts, you can schedule stories. And one of the great things, if you do link, I don't have an Instagram business page, but if you do, and if you link both of those, then you can get the data from Facebook for your stories. Great too. Okay, when we talk about the absolute number one thing for your business page right now is to go live, like I'm doing right now. Never a dull moment, internet problems, you know, you've seen all the videos. People, you know, we have a lot going on at our homes, but I think that makes it very real, right? That people watch live videos 6 times, you get 6 times more engagement than if I just put up a recording of this training, 6 times more engagement. So you don't want to miss out on that. It's the most popular. Facebook is giving it the ultimate priority. And again, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're putting captions, right? We got to remember, you can put them in your training, but you can also set up just your automated captions. And so after the live today, everything that I say will be automatically captioned because I have that turned on. That means that people can watch my training with the mute on. So that's important. So if you want to turn that on for your lives, I think that's a great idea. Why is live another great thing to do? And again, you go up here, live button. All you have to do is click this live button right there and go live. Now, you want to kind of have a plan, you're going to talk about, you want to make it short and sweet, but be real, be authentic. Say, hey, we're having a special today, come on by. You could thank your customers, you could interview a customer, you could show some products, do a demonstration, have your employees. If you have some employees that are much more comfortable on live, the younger generation has no bones about it. To me, I like to be behind the scenes. That's my preference. But we all have to and take advantage of this because it's free, and you're just being real and authentic. So that is the absolute. Do you remember nothing else from today? Just go live. Okay, number 5, services. So these aren't in any particular order. Services. So we're going to talk about both because there's a lot of businesses that are not brick and mortar like mine. I'm a service-based business. I provide services to other solo entrepreneurs, small businesses. So I'm service-based versus product-based. Now, it doesn't mean that I have digital products. I sell courses and I have free downloads and things like that. But so what you can do is there's different types of pages. And if you go into edit page info, you can change, there's business pages, there's shopping pages. So you want to make sure that you have the right type of page for your business. Now, Facebook is only showing the home and then 3 other buttons. Remember, we used to have all the buttons up here. You can click more and you can see the other buttons that I have turned on. You can edit the tabs. You can go in here and you can move them up. Just remember, the top 3 are what's most important to my business. So my services, my group, going live, I'm doing lots of live. So those are the most important things for my business. So you want to make sure that you're going in and you are taking advantage. If you are brick and mortar, I would recommend the shopping business page, and then you probably have like reviews, shop, maybe photos or videos of your products. So you need to be thinking about that. What I want you to do is take advantage of, so when you have digital services or you're a coach or you're doing things online, you can add a service here and then provide, like I offer a course and you put the links in there, Facebook audit, business services, social media content done for you, coaching. You can add all your individual services there and then provide a link that goes out to my website or wherever it is you want to link. So you don't want to not do that. It's important that you take advantage of the services, especially if you are a home business, you are not a brick and mortar, you don't sell physical products. So in our description, so those are endless that you can do. In our about section, really important that we have completely filled out our business page, that it's up to date with our current hours, current information. A lot of people, it's amazing, they just don't have current information. Okay, give me just a minute, come on. Okay, so the about section. So this is your description, and we only get 255 characters, so it's really small right here. Edit. So what I want to show you is the power of this. You can edit. This is a little edit button, or you can go down here and you can edit page info. We'll just go there. And I want to show you the opportunity you have. So you have your general information. Again, your description, you want to make sure you have your categories completed. You want to go through contact, location, hours. But what I want to show you is an opportunity on the more section. I need to add my privacy policy. See, it's good to audit your own page and go, oh, I forgot to do that. So this impression area, you can have, if you look down here, it says, where did it say that? When I click in here we go. This is an optional field Some countries you can't, but you can have 2,000 characters, folks. And this, if we look at this, I'm linking out to my website. I'm inviting them to my Socially on Fire. I need to add more. I could put my services listed. You can, whatever it is you want to do. And then it will save. And I just want to show you that. It's going to show up. Look at that. Look at all the information that you see, not in my description, because everybody just gets that 255 characters. But if you go out, if you're looking at my page, look at all that information that I've shared here, and it's visible. So it's a first impression for people, right? And it looks like it's kind of, I might need to add some more spacing in there. But I just want you to know that area is available where you can share your services and put more information about your business, about your products, about whatever it is that you are doing. So this is 2,000 characters. That's a lot of opportunity for us to look at right on when they quickly glance on your page. That's a lot of free content right there that you can put about your business. So I just want to show you the difference between on your homepage, the about section, the services. Just a lot of people don't know about those. So now if we talk about the sixth thing, would be for more of a brick and mortar, I guess, would be adding, there's a shop button here, gift cards, and offers. So if we click here, I could do an offer though, but definitely shop. You want to be using your shop button to maybe highlight and sell a few products that you're willing to send, right? So definitely, we're pre-holiday. We got to be thinking about how to, maybe some of your most popular items in your store that you're willing, that aren't huge, that are maybe easier to send in the mail and ship. But I could go into offer and I could move that tab up because it's something, offer a discount to your customers. And so this is a great thing to do. And you just create an offer and they kind of walk you through it. And they're free to create. Okay. You can run as many as you want. Customers get reminders and you can reach beyond your audience. So offers are discoverable. So that when I go in, it could say offers near you, or your business page. We're all discoverable. Events are discoverable. So these are going to pop up for people in your area or people that are visiting, right? Where I live in a tourist town, so people are always looking up on their phones, what's going on, what events are going on, what, if they're at your store, or, your offer might come up, or you might have a special online offer for people. So, and then if you don't use those options, so Facebook's trying to give us as small businesses all these great tools and opportunity to be visible and searchable, right? All of us can take more business. I don't think I've ever talked to a business that, maybe one that is too busy. But another thing you can do is you can create a giveaway. And you can just create this and put it, you can make a poster, make a post, host it on your website, or put it. So giveaways, we all love free stuff, right? We love it. We have a bunch of freebies on our website. Go check it out. Maybe it's something that interests you. Feel free. So giveaways, I think, are another great opportunity and something to really think about. You could be giving away, I could give away, I don't have physical products, give away one of my courses. I have a Canva course, content creation course. I have coaching services. I have content made for you. I have Facebook audit that I do. I have all these things. I mean, think of some things that might be of value to people that you could create a giveaway. Okay, and the last thing I want to get to it is reviews. I think reviews are super important so that you have social proof. So I could go down here. It's not one of my top 3, but it is in here. We'll go to my reviews. And you could ask your top fans to to write reviews. I asked some of my students and people that I worked with, and they can write reviews. Now, one of the things you have up here is basically you have your page name / reviews / so from the / back, highlight that, and that is the link that you can send people and say, hey, if you fill out a review, or you could ask them to do a review if they've been in, you could offer them a coupon. But so the link is right there that you can just send them in an email or message and say, hey, I'd really appreciate your feedback. But this gives us social proof as a business. You can ask for and send a link, and sometimes even you could give them some copy or some suggested copy and say, you can use all or none of this, just giving you some ideas that might make it easier. So whatever we can do to make it easier for people to help us. People want to help us. We want to promote and help out businesses that we love, services that we love. So just make it easy for people to give you a review. And so I do think that is helpful, especially as if you're a brick and mortar, definitely need it. But I think all businesses need reviews. I think that's really important. So as we just kind of final thoughts for this, I think it's important that you do go through and look at other business pages, look at other good ideas from competitors or maybe mentors of what they're doing on their pages, right? So it's good to audit your own page. I found a few things that I need to get going on. Review your data. So you can go with this Insights button, click on that, and you can get data for your page. And that's important. What posts are working, what videos are working. Sometimes you might be surprised what's working, what people liked. So you just need to be trying new things. If you want a full audit, that's a service that I do provide, and I'll put the link in after the call. And that also includes, I do a full audit, and includes an hour of coaching that we actually go through that, and I show you, where everything is, what you can do. Just remember that 140 million small businesses are using Facebook. It's an opportunity. They're trying to make it easier for us. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but again, there's so much opportunity. If you really are serious about being successful, you need to be, whether you're brick and mortar or home-based business, you need to be online. So do not use your personal page for business. Do not do that. And I just want to leave you with one final thought about what Facebook is giving priority to right now. Number one, live video that we talked about, stories that I showed you. Again, try to link your Facebook and Instagram pages if you can, and then you'll get data for both. Video, and I'm going to be doing a full training all about video marketing next week, so I hope you can join me or watch the replay. That's great too. Groups are very popular, and they can be very popular and good for your business. Marketplace is where we have offers, and you can buy, sell, trade, and discover what's going on. So marketplace is huge. And watch. So many of these things are right up top, right? 3 of them. The watch, marketplace, and groups are right up top. Stories are up top. Videos, live, and just video marketing in general. And so those are the top 6 things that you really need to be thinking about when you're thinking about what it is that you should be doing for your business page. Whatever priorities Facebook's giving us, we should be following those. So this, when you click your Insights, I want to let you know that's where all your data is. You can look at, what post got 707 organic reaches versus paid, how many people click, and it looks at your reactions, comments, and shares, which that's really what we want in clicks. And I did boost that. I'm boosting some of these. You can see, you can watch other pages. So you can add pages here. Maybe these are some of your competitors. And if they have a big boost in their likes or their engagement, check out what they're doing. So there's just lots of things that you can do. So I'm going to go back and stop sharing my screen a minute. Okay. Well, great. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope those top 7 tips, and of course, I always give you more, but really, think about those. Get your Facebook page in order. If you need help, let me know, and have a great day, everybody.